followed, had people lurk, go through my stuff, take stuff missing, and a card I just used on the 4th does not work today.
Geez, that all sounds familiar at this address.
For financial, health, and privacy info.
It's a lot closer than it looked. But that's a little weird that, you know, and that was, let me see, that was 3 months ago. So let me see something else. Oh, alright, well, this one is from 3 months ago, but when you click it, right, I'm going to click the little emblem. See that little emblem? That little emblem right there is from when I had my black dog. That's what that emblem is, and I haven't had that dog for over a year. So someone has gone and erased many videos, it looks like. Many videos.
On June 13th.
Now I'm still getting hit with frequencies to the heart, even though I gotta take an antibiotic that has severe side effects. And then I still get the same bullshit. Knocked out, remote neural monitoring. Now, it's illegal in the U.S. to torture. It's also illegal under the Fair Housing Act. Hate crimes under the Shepherd Act. And I'll show you why.
Not my question, ma'am. That is not my question. My question is, what process is afforded a United States citizen before that person's constitutional right is infringed? That he's fine with doing it with the Second Amendment. My question is, how about the First? How about we not let them set up a website or a Google account? How about we not let them join the church until they can petition government to get off the list? How about not get a lawyer? How about the Sixth Amendment? How about you can't get a lawyer
Or my favorite,
until you petition the government to get off the list? Or my favorite, how about the Eighth Amendment? We're going to subject you to cruel and unusual punishment until you petition the government to get off the list. Is there another constitutional right that we treat the same way for American citizens that we do the Second Amendment? Can you think of one? Can you think of one?
I don't have an answer for you, sir.
that bitch thinks it's funny.
All right, well, I'm out of town.
Now, you heard him say due process. Well, I don't think being tortured with frequencies, being knocked out with remote neural monitoring, has a damn thing to do with due process. Now let me show you something else.
They are intentionally designed to ensure the information is collected and used only for legitimate national security and criminal investigative purposes. There are statutory safeguards. There are warrants based on probable cause. There is a FISA court that is involved. There are audits on the back end, and we think so highly of this material. It is a felony punishable by up to 10 years in federal prison to unlawfully disseminate it. All of this was done to make sure this information gathered remains protected as it relates to U.S. citizens. The way I view it, Director Comey, the American people have an agreement with their government. We are going to give you the tools to keep us safe, even if it infringes on our privacy some. We're going to give you the tools. And government in return promises to safeguard the privacy of U.S. citizens. And when that deal is broken,
sorry about
it
the glass,
jeopardizes American trust in these surveillance programs. So let me ask you, do you agree FISA is critical to our national security?
I do.
Do you agree programs like FISA were intentionally designed to safeguard the identity of U.S. persons?
Yes, there are other important elements of it, but that's the primary goal, I believe.
It wasn't an afterthought. It wasn't an accident. These are intentional safeguards that we put in place to protect U.S. citizens. Is that correct?
Correct.
Do you agree much of what is learned from these programs is classified or otherwise legally protected?
All FISA applications, review by the court, collection by us pursuant to our FISA authority is classified.
The dissemination of which is a felony punishable by up to 10 years in prison?
Sure, dissemination, unauthorized dissemination.
Unauthorized dissemination of classified or otherwise legally protected material punishable by a felony up to 10 years in federal prison.
Yep. Yes, as it should be.
All right. In January...
Now, my information could have only been leaked through certain agencies. One agency in particular. Because I never had a FISA court hearing, congressional hearing, about any of my records, nor have I had any due process, except for being illegally tortured, illegally harassed, illegally had my shit broken into, illegally shocked with frequencies to the heart to either maim, injure, oppress, or kill. Now, that started at my old address. Now we're working on our third year. Could have swore somebody just said fuck. No, that would have been the people I lived with, knowing someone that worked for the NSA. Because no one should be able to listen to my phone calls. No one should be able to wiretap. That's federally protected. And due process, that went out the door a long time ago when, instead of giving me due process for whatever, like I had in 2015, to automatically torturing, spying, hacking, theft, break-ins, to stalking, lurking. Doesn't follow you from one address to another. Without a large cooperation of people. Without people getting paid in one form or another. Torture is 20 years. 18 U.S. 241 is 10 years. 18 U.S. 242 is 10 years under the color of law, depriving one of one's rights. The rest of those crimes vary from 2 to 10 years. Wiretapping is up there, I'm sure. I'm not sure on how many years, but I know it's a good amount. Hacking into the phone that I'm on right now. This one that I'm shaking. Is a felony. Breaking into my apartment is a felony. Knocking me out with remote neural monitoring is a felony. Shocking me in the heart with government equipment is a felony. This unlawfully disseminating any of my records is a felony. And everybody that takes part can be held under the RICO Act for receiving gifts of any monetary value. Now I'm going to take a polygraph test in Senate, Congress, or Supreme Court. I'll take one privately and then just sue all parties. Does not matter. I don't put my hand on the Bible, and I'm not swearing, but that's my right hand to God, that I've had to deal with all this illegal ass stuff. Pardon my language, Heavenly Father. And everybody from my last address and neighborhood, to this address and neighborhood. And I bet if there was an audit done on the technology gear and on the financial side, would show involvement, intent, malicious intent, and it's all criminal. All the way down to the person that you said, oh, I know lives around the corner.